up till the 70s, talent used to ask the question, what's enough? What's enough for me to live a comfortable life, have a good retirement plan, send my kids to college, maybe have a vacation property? They've switched to asking how much. If I try my best to extract the most I can possibly extract, how much can I extract? And that's created the situation we're now in, which is not the economic growth, the net economic growth that will produce returns for that 51st percentile voter who's key to democratic capitalism, right? But massive growth in the returns to talent. And I would argue that unless we work on fixing that, bad things are going to happen. And I think talent has a role to play. Talent has got to ask itself the question, does it want to keep asking how much and extracting more and more and more, and not caring about producing economic growth, but rather producing volatility? Governments are going to have to ask the question, why are they so friendly in taxation to talent? Why do they tax carried interest for the hedge fund managers at a rate that is a third of what their secretaries are being taxed at, a half or a third of what their secretaries are being taxed at? Pension funds, who now own the greatest amount of wealth in the economy, are going to have to ask themselves the question, why do they consistently vote for compensation packages that look like this? They vote for more stock-based compensation rather than less, and they give money to these people to invest in producing volatility that hurts their pensioners. Why do pension funds do this? Well, they have bad theory. They think that these people are good for their pensioners, and they think compensation structures like this are awesome for performance when they're exactly the opposite. So unless we fix those things, I think we're going to have a rebellion against talent, which I don't think would be good. We had a situation before where one factor of production beat up on another. Leading up to 1935, capital was beating up on labor so much that the Democratic government, the Roosevelt government, rode to its rescue, created the Labor Relations Board, the National Labor Relations Act, and totally changed the dynamic. I don't think it worked. I don't think it changed it for the better, but for the long-term worse. What I'd like to see is not the government having to ride to the rescue of the 51st percentile voter with something extreme that works against all the good aspects of talent, because it is a talent-based economy. So we've got a tricky situation where we've got to have kind of a subtle response, but if we don't, I think bad things are going to happen.